What are some of the things you think you can bring to this ball for us to have to get to the next level?
Some of the things that I feel like I can help this team. Well, first is my shooting ability. Obviously, it's a lot of shooters on this team, but just my shooting ability, my toughness on the defensive end. I like the challenge of guarding the team's best player. I take great pride in that, and I do anything that the coach needs me to do. So whether it's starting, come off the bench, whatever it is, to be able to take that next level and get us out of the position that they were in last year, and just overall just becoming a better defensive team.
Tell them some of the things that you know about Jason Kidd as a player and as a coach.
I mean, as a player, obviously everyone know how great he was as a player, but just his leadership. I mean, he played a point guard position. He continued to get a lot of players involved. Obviously, he was with the Lakers last year. It was a top defensive team in the league. So, obviously, defense is going to be a main thing for him too. So, just his defensive mindset that he has that he's going to try to bring to this organization and to this team, and just the assets of the players that he already have here, I think would be a great addition.
Kelly, go ahead.
I'm Callie Kaplan with the Dallas Morning News. Reggie, when did you get to Dallas, and how much have you gotten to, I guess, kind of start building chemistry with guys through pickup games or just from being runs?
I got here around September 5th, September 6th. I flew in from Atlanta, Georgia. That's where I live at in the off season. And just the chemistry, we've been getting great work in throughout the weeks that we've been working here. We've been playing pickup. The chemistry is building well. Obviously, it's been very competitive. There's new faces around. We're adding me, Sterling, Moses, and all the other players and stuff that we have. So it's just all about just building chemistry and just continuing to play together. But it's been great pickup so far.
Is there anything that stands out to you that maybe you either didn't expect and has happened, or that you were excited to see in those games?
Well, I would just say that just from just being around this team, I definitely tell that this team, they all is in it together. It's always somebody laughing with another teammate or doing something like that. Just the togetherness and how close they are. It means a lot to me as a player that's coming from another team and then coming here and seeing how close they are as a team. That was one of the things that definitely stuck out to me.
Mark.
Hey, Reggie, Mark Followell, Mavs TV. Good to see you.
Yeah,
when you first came into the league, obviously, people knew about 3-and-D guys. That was something that was talked about. But now, the league has evolved, and everybody's like, man, we've got to have a great 3-and-D guy on our team. And
Right.
I was curious if you could speak to just your time in the league, as you've seen the way you play the game, how it's evolved into such a very, very valuable, important skill set to a good team.
Right. Well, just with my skill set, like you said, I have is shooting and defense, and I felt like every team nowadays is definitely looking for that 3-and-D player, somebody that can space the floor and guards the other team's best perimeter. That was my way of finding my niche in the league. I came in as a straight shooter. Coming out of college, people didn't really think I could really put it on the floor, all different type of things. I just kept continuing to grow. And going into my 9th season, my game definitely has expanded. I felt like I've got better, and I've molded myself into the prototypical 3-and-D guy. And I hang my hat on that. And that's one of my niches of me being here in the NBA playing for 9 years. I found my niche. So I just have to continue to keep doing it and doing it at a high level.
Hey, Reggie, Chuck Cooper, Steve Mavs Radio. You obviously had a niche with the Knicks last year. What made this so much more attractive to you to move as opposed to staying with something that?
I definitely take my hat off to Tibbs. He was definitely a great coach for me. He pushed me on the defensive end. He pushed his team on the defensive end. It was a great organization there. For me, it was more about just being ready. And I felt like Mavs was like ready right now. I felt like they had that experience of, getting to the playoffs. New York, this was our first time going, not saying that we wasn't ready or experienced, but I just felt like the Mavs at that time in early August, I felt like they were along a lot more than where I was previously at. And I felt like, obviously it was cheaper here too. Be out of the cold weather. So, and just experience in Texas. I never lived in Texas. I got one family member out here. So I had to bring my family here. And it's just good to be into a new environment and just see where it's gonna take me.
Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning. I enjoy following you on social media, especially like your weightlifting.
Oh, yeah.
How old are your twins? And as a father of twins myself,
Oh.
how's it been to be a father of twins?
One crying, one sleeping, one using, but you just changed this pamper and then you gotta change another pamper. So everything in twos. When I look at their closet and their shoes and their clothes, it look literally like a whole like baby store, like bFb. My girl go there, I bought everything in bFb for all the babies. So it's just everything in sets of two. And I mean, it's just been a great. I have an older son. He's 8 years old, and then I just had twins. My twins are 10 months, and their names are Heart and Soul. And my oldest son name is Trey. He named after me 3. Yeah.
Hey, Reggie, just another question. It was pretty new news for us around here that Frank Ntilikina was signing with Mavs. That just came down a few days ago, and obviously you were there with him in New York. And I think we're going to get a chance to talk to him a little bit. Was wondering if you could share from your perspective, what you could see in Frank's experience in New York through your eyes as his teammate and what he brings here to Dallas.
His experience. I mean, I was there for 2 years with him, for 2 years while I was in New York. But I mean, he's a great defender. He's a person that, not a head case, a great teammate. I felt like he probably didn't get the best of his opportunity when he was in New York. They call him the Prince for a reason. He's a Prince now, and now the Prince is down here in the south part of in the south part. But I mean, he's a great teammate. We locker room buddies again. He right beside me again. So it's good for us to, both of us defensive minded players, and he's a great defender too. And I'm glad that we brought him on board. Help me get some nights off. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I think he's a great addition to the team, and he's definitely going to be a great asset.
Okay, let's talk to Zoom real quick. We're going to start off with Kevin Gray.
Kevin Gray, 105, the fan, Reggie, good to see you. Obviously, this team last year was 21st in the NBA in defensive rating. Can you talk about the mindset of wanting to guard the other team's best perimeter player every night and what you want to translate in terms of that mindset to your teammates as you go through this season?
It's just all about will. I mean, and I feel like everyone in the league can play defense, and if they just just have the will and the want to be able to guard the other team's best player. I don't think that I have anything special. I mean, I just want to. I mean, I feel like I got kids, that's watching, and I definitely have the pride to be able to not be getting killed every night coming home. So I just got the pride to be able to go out there and compete. And I mean, for this team, I feel like we have some great defenders. It's all about just building trust, listening to what the coach is telling us on the defensive end and playing accordingly. And if we do those things, I feel like we can up that rate.
Valencia King with Real Talk Sports. Hey, Reggie, thank you for your time today. So one of the sayings that you're known for is, quote, "It is what it is." And I know that's a very plain and straightforward saying, but what does it mean to you, and how has it helped you throughout your basketball career?
Well, I got a saying, "It is what it is." I actually got it off a movie, and I keep forgetting the name of the movie that I got it off of. But the guy had grabbed the kid, and he was like, "You see this tattoo right here?" He was like, "It is what it is." Matter of fact, it was about a kid that was getting pulled over in a police, something like that, and his uncle had a tattoo. "It is what it is." And to me, it just felt like, as a Black man here in America, I can't change my skin tone. I can't change who I am. I can't change any of that. And that's just the core of me. So I just go by the saying that it is what it is, and try to continue to just stay focused and stay forward.
Lauren Gunn, Mavs Moneyball. Hey, Reggie, great to have you here. You mentioned that you've been in the league for 9 years now. Could you discuss the experience that you bring to this locker room and how important building continuity is with the right blend of both veterans and young guys for a team that's really looking to make a deep playoff run?
Well, when I first got into the league, I didn't play for literally like my first 3.5, 4 years. And, obviously you would probably think that you not doing something right. It just wasn't my time yet. And I had to, learn the game, soak the game up from the vets and the different coaching experience. So I've been from the from the lows to the highs. And some of my low points that I had was in my first 4 years of playing. So to the younger guys, just continue to get your work in, continue to stay ready. And when the opportunity comes, make sure you're ready for it. And that's exactly how my career played out. And my chance came up in Detroit, up under Stan Van Gundy, and he gave me that chance, and I just kind of just sold with it and finally made a name for myself.
All right, we've got time for one more, and then we'll keep you moving on media. Chris Henderson, go.
Chris Henderson, chendo.com. So I have two questions for you, Reggie. So the first thing is this: you wore Kobe sixes on the court. Is that something that you're going to be sticking with this season, or what are you going to bring out? And also for the Mavs fans, what are your hobbies? I know you have the twins and you're hooping and you practice and stuff, but are you a gamer or anything like that?
Yeah, so I actually be on YouTube all day, really. Just being on YouTube, I just type in crazy things. I type in things like most random things found in the ocean, and I just learned so much off of YouTube. It's literally my TV that I go and tell one of my family members, and they'd be like, "How you know that?" And they think I'm so smart, and I was like, "It's on YouTube. I've learned it on YouTube." So I'm a YouTube fan. And what was the other question? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So on
the shoes.
Yeah.
So I would probably play in Kobe sixes again, or either Kyrie's. It's my choice of options right now. But I mean, it's a lot of great Nike shoes. I'm a Nike player, so it's a lot of other great shoes out there. But I like shoes that's light, and I can be able to run faster and move.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Thanks for your time today, Reggie.
Yep.
Thank you, Reggie.
Thanks, Reggie.
Good luck with the twins.
Thanks, Chris. See you guys. Appreciate you.
You said you got twin boys?
Twin girls.
Twin girls?
They're 20 though. So
Oh, okay.
I did survive.
All right.
You can. Eddie.